All right, so this week, let's take a look at your reading goal. So what was your goal for reading this week?
Get to level 13 on Lexia.
Okay, and what were you going to do to meet that goal?
Try my best, ask for help, focus on myself.
Okay, and how will you know that you've met your goal?
I get to level 13.
Okay, and were we able to complete that this week?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so let's take a look at your math goal. What did you focus on for math this week?
Pass a level on ST Math.
Okay, and how do you know when you've passed a level on ST Math?
Gigi goes, he puts a flag on a pyramid and then goes to another pyramid.
Okay, and so what did you say that you were going to do in order to meet your goal?
Sit alone, try my best, ask for help.
Awesome. And were you able to complete that goal this week?
Uh-huh.
Awesome job, you're rocking it. All right, for behavior, what did you choose to focus on?
Have a level 0 voice.
Okay, and what are you going to do, or what did you do to meet that goal?
I sat alone, I focused on myself, and I tried my best.
Okay, and how did you measure how you were going to meet that goal?
I got 6 dojo points every day.
Awesome, very cool. All right, so let's take a look at your data this week. So when we look at Lexia, your goal for the week was to do 20 minutes total, and you're supposed to do 10 minutes per day and 2 units per day. And so on Monday and Tuesday, it looks like you completed 10 minutes each day, and then we did 2 units gained. So on here, it looks like we did a little bit more than that. So we could have changed that here to write 3. So why don't you go ahead and cross out those 2 and write 3, because we completed 3 units each day. Awesome. And so it looks like definitely Monday we did our 10 minutes, and then we maybe got to 8 more minutes, but you definitely met your units and we met our goal to getting to level 13. So that's awesome. All right, let's take a look at our compass. Can you pull compass up for me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and log in. Great, so go ahead and pull up your portfolio and then pull up your week. Awesome, so let's take a look at that. Scroll down. So when we see here, we have our language arts activities and then our math activities. So it looks like you took a total of 3 quizzes this week. The rest of them weren't quizzes. So let's take a look at what you wrote down. So this is for your reading. It says that your quiz, that you scored an 80%, which is awesome. We always try to have a 70% or higher on our Compass reading quizzes. And you worked on main idea and gathering information this week. Those didn't have a score, so we just wrote our NA for that. For our math, it looks like you were focusing on fractions and pictographs. For fractions, we didn't have a score there, so we wrote our NA, but our pictographs, it looks like we scored an 83%, and quiz 90. Awesome, so we got 70% or higher on our Compass and quizzes. So how were you able to get such a good score on those quizzes?
Because I focus on all of the stuff that I'm doing, and I have a level 0 and try my best.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. I'm noticing that a lot of them are full, which is great. I'm noticing these 2 here were half, so we didn't complete those all the way. So next time when we go back in, we need to make sure that we are completing a full folder before moving on. I know with some of those got a little tricky, and we couldn't always find the button for those to move on, but when you have that issue where we're halfway, make sure you come find me so that we can get through that. And then our scores there are great. Nice job. All right, so let's look at the other scores that we had this week. So for ST Math, it looks like, so our goal is 20 minutes a day and to grow about a couple % each week. If they don't have the percentage, we just write our puzzles completed. So it looks like we did 20 minutes every day, 17 puzzles the first day. So it was a little slower day for us, but then 38, 24, and 19. All right, do you know if you were able to go up any percentage this week?
I think I went up a few percentage because I passed the level on ST Math.
So yeah, so you go up. Yep. Awesome. All right, and then for 10 marks, it looks like you worked on subtraction and addition. So subtraction, it looks here, is that a 70 or is that a 20? I think that was a 70 when I checked your 10 marks. Okay, so 70 is about where we're at. I mean, ideally, we'd always like to be a little higher than that. So subtraction maybe tells me that that's something that we can work on together to try to get that up a little bit higher. And for addition, it looks like we are right on track. We have 80%, 90%, and 100%. Looks like you worked really hard this week on completing all of your goals. Nice job. All right, so let's go ahead and fill out your weekly reflection sheet. Go ahead and skip your name for right now. So with math, when we look at this data, what do you think we did well on for math this week?
Passing levels.
Okay, and passing levels on what specifically?
ST Math, Compass, and I think Zern.
Okay, so with ST Math, definitely that was our goal, to pass that. And then on Compass quizzes, for our Compass Math, we had 83% and 90%. So yes, I definitely think you did well with Compass and ST Math this week. Okay, and so what do you think that we struggled with a little bit in math this week?
Subtraction.
Okay, subtraction on Zern. TRACTION. And then, so it looks like that was 10 marks that we struggled with. So let's say subtraction on 10 marks, and 10 marks is there if you'd like help with spelling. All right, and for reading, what do you think we did well on this week?
Also passing levels.
Yeah, and on Lexi, what level were you able to get to?
13.
Awesome, so go ahead and write that down. Is there anything that you can think of with reading this week that you might have struggled with? So when I'm looking at Compass, what do you see on Compass?
I see that 2 of them are not filled out because they didn't give us answers.
Okay, all right, so when we're looking at that Compass, maybe we need help completing the full folders before moving on, or if we need help just making sure we're asking for that help. So it looks like we were struggling with our gathering information and our main ideas. All right, no, main idea is full. So gathering information and then main idea and supporting details. So which one would you like to focus on for the I didn't do well section? Do you want to do main idea or gathering information?
Gathering information.
Okay, so let's go ahead and write that down. It's right there.
1 sec.
Okay. So it looks like this one was with some of our nonfiction. So when we are looking through this, I know that this one has more of like those long paragraphs, right, where it has 5 paragraphs that you have to read through. So just making sure we're reading through all of those and then coming up and asking me for help if we're struggling getting through. Let's look at behavior. So for behavior, your goal was to have a level 0 voice, and you're going to do that by sitting alone, focusing on yourself, and trying your best. And you know when you met your goal, when you got 6 dojo points by the end of every day, and you did that. So I think we did an excellent job with our level 0 voice this week. All right, and then so is there anything that you think you didn't do well on with behavior this week?
Well, not really, because I've always been good and I always get 6 dojo points or higher.
Okay, so maybe we could choose for behavior, maybe helping other friends more. Since you've got yourself down, you can handle yourself well. So maybe we can focus on helping other people when they need help. Okay. ING. All right, so with Lexia, let's go ahead and, since we have Compass up, let's look at which one was our best score and which one was our lowest score.
I think 90 was my best score.
All right, so let's write that up top. And so this one's for math, and then 83 was our lowest score.
Actually, 80 was.
Yes, but that one's for language, so we're going to do math first. So write 83 right there. So it looks like we didn't have 2 for language arts, so we're going to do our best was 80, and then we're just going to put NA for that needs improvement because we didn't have anything there. For Zern, we've completed how many lessons? We do 1 a day.
4.
4. and then we can go back to that.
I actually think I did 6 because I liked doing so much. I did 2 more.
And then on your Lexia, go ahead and write down your minutes and your units that you were able to complete this week. Awesome. So we will put this, hanging this up on our goal setting board, and then you can take this with you. Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Carnegie, can you tell me how you fit in goal setting and reflection into your week? How do you get that done?
So I focus on Fridays. So at the on every Friday we do our goal setting for the following week. So ideally we talk about what goals do we want to set for next week based on what we've done this week. So the first thing they do is they complete their weekly reflection sheet, and we've talked about and we go over all their data, what they did well this week in reading, what they did well in math and behavior, and talk about what we need improvement on. We go over all the data that they set on their paper, and then we move on and we talk about, okay, what goals do we want to set for next week based on what we already have. So most of the time my students are able to look at their data and they understand what they did and didn't do well on, and so they set goals based on what they didn't do well on this week and try that for next week to improve.
Okay, so on Fridays then you don't meet with small groups?
No, I meet one-on-one and I do conferring all day. While I am conferring, students are working on their projects, so Fridays are my project days. Our projects vary. Sometimes it's based on math or reading, or it's some sort of STEM project. And so while they are working on their projects, I do one-on-one conferring.
Okay. And do they fill out their data sheets all throughout the week? Are they filling those out? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Or, okay.
So while they're going throughout the week on their playlist, they all have their own personalized playlist, and then they fill out their data every day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday they do playlist, and then Fridays we do projects. So during their playlist time, they fill out the information that they got.
Okay. Have you found that students are more accountable for their digital tools since you've been doing this?
Definitely, yes. They understand where they are at currently, academically and behaviorally, so they are able to set their goals because they know what their data looks like throughout the week. And if they have low scores on Compass, they understand why, and then maybe they skip some folders, or maybe they didn't quite put all their effort into it, and so they're able to identify that and change it for next week.
All right, thank you.